Hello, groovers. People who love the unicorn are always very groovy. So what we're going to do with the unicorn is you will use your medium brush, and we've got some red, and I've mixed up some red and white. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, I'm going to do a very pale little cheek there. Now if you wanted to go over the eyelashes, this is why we're doing it now. And the idea is that it will dry by the time we come back and do our outlines. So basically this is just working your way around the painting with what's on your brush at the time. So I've got my pink. I always say to my students, have you ever seen a unicorn? Like a real unicorn? They say no. So I go, well, we can paint it whatever we want. We can paint whatever colours because no one's actually seen one, so we can just make it up. That's so fun. So I'm going to do pink there. I'm going to match some pink. So it's all about balancing, just balancing your colours. Match some pink there as well. Okay, so I could even put a little bit there because we've got a big area to fill. And if you want to just have a bit of fun, you put a little splice up the side there. Okay, so I've got pink on my brush, so I'm going to put it into the purple and white. So I've mixed a little bit of white into my purple because I like a bit more of a mauve than a purple as such. So I'm just going to come in and paint that background. So if you're not comfortable just using the medium brush, and once again, that's my sponge on a plate. It's always, a wet sponge on a plate is always a good idea. To wipe out your brush so you get the colours out there. So if you're not comfortable with the medium brush, come in with a smaller brush. Cut into the lines there. So I think I'm going to cut in here as well. And see, that's cutting in, so you just come in around the outline before using the big brush to fill it. So like I say in all my videos, I am really rushing this today. But you're at home and I want you to enjoy it. So don't feel like you have to rush it. I just want to show you some techniques on how to get it done. So then I'm going to come in and do the purple on top there. Thank you for having me in your home. I'm feeling a bit special, like a little unicorn myself these days, being able to come into my tribe's homes and spread some colour around. So I'm going to put some purple just there too. So that's looking lovely. So what I'm going to do now, I am going, the itchy nose. So I washed my brush, I used my sponge to dab the paint out of, and now I'm going to come in and do the red. So I'm doing this, and then I'm going to yellow will be my last colour, yellow, and then white. So I'm going to use that like a bit of a highlight. I love red. Red is such a power colour. It's very dynamic, very strong. So once again, not using too much paint on your brush or on your canvas because it's really not achieving anything. As long as you have coverage, that's what we're after, because acrylic paint will always, I'm going to swap to my right hand here, acrylic paint will always dry flat because it's a plastic paint. So, you know, you're not getting any added effects. You're not going to get any texture is what I'm trying to say unless you add, you have to add mediums which is something that we could all probably explore in a class another time. Hopefully at the studio or online. Okay, so I'm cleaning out my brush there too. So it's a good time now to put your painting out in the sun. So hopefully it's a sunny day. And if it's not a sunny day, maybe you could say, Mum or Dad or whoever's looking after you, if they could hair dry your painting. So run the hair dryer across the painting, keeping like about half an arm's distance away, just letting that dry. Because it's always easier to put paint on top of dry paint than on top. Hello, so hopefully I can put the first part of the video together with the second part. So essentially, so I've got a bit of shine there, haven't I? So I've just gone around and I've painted pink, red and purple, and now I'm coming into the yellow. So once you've done your pink, red and purple, like I said earlier, leave it out in the sun. Leave it out in the sun, because then it will make it a lot easier for you, not for me, because I'm coming into the wet paint on top of paint. But if you can dry that outside, that would be awesome. So now I'm doing the yellow in the horn. I'm going to put some yellow glider on top of this pink here, just to make it, brighten it up and make it look really interesting. Isn't that pretty? It is a very pretty painting, this one. See, I've ended up with a little bit of red there, but it actually looks quite good. So cleaning my brush. So now I'm going to come into the black outline. So I'm washing my brush. And then I'm going to do my black, like a little bit of an ink. So I'm putting it out on my palette, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water, not too much, because you don't want it to go too runny. But then you want it runny enough, just it's a bit like Goldilocks. This one's got to be just right. So just runny enough just for it to glide around your canvas. I'm just going to get the eyelashes done here right away. I'm going to come in and do the nostril. And your black now is a good opportunity to cover up any little mistakes that may have happened, or to reshape your unicorn along the way. Thank you for having me into your home. I've been seeing lots of videos how so many teachers, dance teachers, music teachers are all going into the home at the moment, so I think it's great and it's lovely that you folks are allowing it to happen. So then I'm coming in around these outlines. Keep dabbing the black and then dabbing back into the water. My unicorns, so I'm going to like edge that back in a little bit there, I think, give it a little bit of shape back to my unicorn. So because mine is my paint is still very wet, I'm going a bit thicker with my black. It's looking nice, isn't it? Yes, the inky black isn't really working for me today. Not while this paint is so wet. So I'm going to come in on top of there. Now you can even do some fun little dots on top. There's always some little line I've forgotten. And then I'm going to come in, and it's really as simple as that, but I really was working on really tight timelines today. But don't you at home, okay? I want you to take your time. I want your unicorn to be as beautiful as possible, and really just enjoy it. Just enjoy painting. I think the one thing that I can tell any budding artist is art is a process and it's a time to be enjoyed. So remember that. Okay, lucky unicorns, have fun and bye for now.